This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of the lads, and a lot of them will never play in this again. I mean, you know, some of these lads have been back in pre-season training since July, a lot with Yorkshire Carnegie, and to train, live, eat, sleep with 25 of your best mates for sort of 6, 7, 8 months of the year and play rugby on a Wednesday is a special moment.
Big deal.
Leeds Beckett's won the toss and opted for the kickoff. There's a knock on by a Leeds Beckett player. First scrum of the game, be an interesting one. The Leeds Beckett pack weighing in at a massive 880 kilograms, which is the same as a Premiership scrum and some international scrums. Leeds Uni is considerably less at 828 kilos, so a huge 52 kilos difference, and will definitely play a part in the scrum through the game.
Is the Leeds Beckett scrum very dominant? I would say so.
Yeah, this is the jewel in Tommy McGee's crown. He prides on a set piece, and you can see straight away Leeds Beckett's are driving as an 8, have gone through,
and they pushed
and
it.
rightly so have won the penalty there. This is exactly the forward momentum they'll need. Big scrum first game, backs in all celebrating. Will Cargill kicking for the corner. Forwards really looking to set a tone early doors rather than opt for the penalty kick. Josh Greatrix at hooker in his 3rd varsity. It's a messy tail ball at the back, but Leeds Beckett's clear it up. Leeds Uni looking to contain the driving maul, but Leeds Beckett's keep going forward inch by inch.
Really, really pushing forward, aren't they?
And they win the penalty. Some ill discipline in the Leeds Uni 22. Will give Will Cargill the penalty kick. And again, really looking to set that statement out. Go for the corner, get the big points early doors.
Yeah, the more points they can get at the beginning, the not necessarily that they have to chill out, but
it'd be better when they go into half time knowing they've done a job. Great line out there. Josh Longson at the back with the ball, keeping his length where the security is. But Leeds Uni have managed to come in there with a shove and interrupt it. Leeds Beckett's are countering it. 2 metres from the line. They're over.
Brilliant.
Not 3 minutes on the clock. And Leeds Beckett's are celebrating their first try, really putting that statement out early doors of opting to kick for the corners rather than kick for the points.
And obviously the crowd as well are buzzing from it, probably making them feel even better.
Yeah, as we can hear, the Leeds Beckett's crowd below us are vocal already and are looking to try and keep the Leeds Uni crowd quiet. And the try scorer was number 7, Josh Longson, who's worked hard. He was at university when I was there, worked his way up from the 3rd team, and it served him well as he's now played in 2 varsities, and he was involved in the Bucks squad that went to Twickenham. Will Cargill just nudges the points over there.
Obviously Leeds Uni now going to have their backs up, going to be trying even harder. Do you reckon that Leeds Beckett can, do you reckon that they're going to be a little bit more wary of what they're going to be like? Or?
Yeah, it's early doors in the game. Beckett will be happy with that. They've got some full momentum, but Leeds Uni...
They can't be too confident.
Exactly, Leeds Uni know it's still early doors in the game, and it is a long game.
Yeah.
Varsity's a bit of an unpredictable fixture.
Ooh.
Taking a head off here in the commentary box. Thank you, Will Cargill. Leeds Uni being very patient with their line out and calling all the guys in beforehand. Quite vital in a game like this because the crowd make any sort of line out call or play impossible, but it's deemed not straight by the referee. Saw Josh Greatrix there just giving some words of advice and wisdom to the rest of the squad there.
Is that number 8, Monty Reed at the back? He's pushing quite hard, isn't he? Looks quite strong as well.
Yeah, he is a strong boy. And to be fair, this is Monty's. This is Monty's debut as well, so he really wanted to put a stall out. A prime example of where being 50 kilos heavy is a downside. Leeds Beckett's it's a real discipline at the scrum with an early engagement, and Leeds Uni opt to tap and go. A great carry by Alex Patrick there.
Yeah.
Again, another debutant for today's game.
Is this one of his? Is he played in Varsity a couple of times before?
No, this is
his first game.
No, this is his first game. Leeds University have got a lot of guys on debut this year. Not necessarily that this is their first year involved in the uni rugby scene, but a lot of them have been in the club. They've worked their way up from the bottom, first year, second year, and they've been rewarded aptly for working hard in training, and now all third years and playing in the varsity game.
Obviously meaning big things. First year, first varsity.
Yeah.
Can't going up.
No. Another debutant here, Jamie Guy, fly half for Leeds Uni. He'll be wanting to settle his nerves, along with the rest of the teams. We'll be looking to put this through the sticks. It wobbled to start with, but it's over. It's 3 points. That's all that matters. That's all he'll want.
Yeah.
They can get back and rebuild and look for the next phase.
Building it up. And that was Jamie Guy.
Will Cargill with a restart. And that is a fantastic catch by Max Trimble. Gets high up in the air, gets the ball out. Some great link play by Saad Said. Lewis Jones out wide. And just taken out a touch in the corner. Great open bit of first phase play, but Leeds Uni are looking to play. But the touch judges called it back. Historically, Leeds Uni have always looked to play from anywhere on the field, dangerous in counter-attack.
Do you think that they'll be looking for revenge from last year's varsity?
Yeah, definitely. You know, the sort of first 60 minutes, Leeds Beckett's really took it to them. But you've got to credit Leeds University. The last 20 minutes of last year's game, they were fantastic, came back. They built on Leeds Met pressures and they closed the game right down. There was only 10 points in it at the end. And
I guess as well, it's quite hard because it's obviously Leeds Uni, Leeds Beckett, they're both from Leeds, they're both wanting the title of Leeds winners.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit more...
Yeah, this goes back to where the coaches think this is a pre-season game, but actually for the 13, 14,000 students that we've got here in the stadium tonight, this is bragging rights for them.
Massively.
So it'll mean a lot to them.
And that's the thing as well, it is for the students, it's for the crowd as well as the guys playing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic varsity. Leeds Varsity is the third biggest varsity in the country behind the Welsh Varsity and then Oxford and Cambridge. You know, even those guys have been in touch via social media to wish the event good luck. And the event has grown massive in 10 years. You look back sort of 3 or 4 years ago, you had crowds of 9 or 10,000, and that keeps on increasing each year.
Yeah, the replies on social media this year, Twitter, Facebook especially, have been massive from both sides of the teams.
I'm not surprised. Both unis have marketed it well and made it this huge event, which it should be. You know, celebrating sport in one of the best cities in the country.
Yeah.
So knock on there. Referee's called for a scrum. It's going to be a Leeds Beckett scrum. It's a better controlled hit by Beckett's. They've got the forward momentum and they're looking to move forward quickly. Leeds Uni need to be careful here. Great carry by Sam Brady, going by himself though. Leeds Uni looking to slow the ball down on the floor. But Leeds Beckett's are lucky to win the penalty there.
Will Cargill in the middle there as well, captain.
Not your usual fly half, likes to get involved in the mucky stuff with the forwards from time to time. But you can see him there telling a couple of the players off for him having to go in there. Forwards just need to keep making sure they get around the corner, supporting each other, making sure they're clearing out their rucks and doing their individual jobs.
Yeah, that's the key thing, isn't it? Obviously support.
Yeah, when you go one up runners, you've got the chance of being held up. If it turns into a maul, it's going to be a turnover ball unless you can move it forward.
Will Cargill.
And he's missed it.
He's missed it. Oh, he's missed it.
Unlike Will Cargill, in front of the sticks, he'll be disappointed with himself. Still plenty of time here in the game. Score still remains 7-3 to Leeds Beckett. And Jamie Guy will kick it off again with a 22 dropout.
Is that Lewis Jones there?
Yeah, looking to fend off 4 or 5 players. He's been one player that's really come through the last sort of 2 years. Been involved with Leeds Rhinos, been involved with the Yorkshire Carnegie Academy, was at England Students Trials. An absolute talisman in the back line now and really, really does know how to cut some great lines. Here he is again, sucking in 2 or 3 men. The downside to this is it pulls 4 or 5 of the Beckett's forwards in.
It still shocks me every time how they manage to get up after such a dangerous...
Yeah, the contacts are absolutely huge, but the work they do with their strength and conditioning coaches, doing lots of prehab and rehab through the week, sort of making sure they don't injure themselves, or if they are carrying any niggles, they are
they're ready for it.
Yeah, they are constantly monitoring and they're ready for the game. The turnover there by Leeds Uni with some great counter-rucking. Leeds Uni will look to sort of put this out on an exit set.
Do you think that there's any issues from both sides, such as if they know each other previously outside of rugby? Do you think that it's brought into the game, or do you think that they leave it at the door when they come onto the pitch?
I think guys will have that personal battle against guys they've played against before, especially the likes of your front row, your back row, where all your physical battles are. But at the end of the day, once the game over, the great thing about rugby is...
That's what they're here for.
Exactly, is that age-old saying of rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen, and this is exactly that. A great line out off the top there.
Is that Sam Brady, number 4?
Yeah, Sam Brady. Great delivery from Josh Greattricks. His arrows have come along. Fortunately turned over there. Leeds Beckett's looking to smother tackle them and wrap the ball up and slow it down. They've done just that and forced Jamie Guy to kick. There's no one home and the pressure's on.
Beautiful catch. Oh.
Fantastic kick chase there by Leeds Uni. But Daniel Leake there over on the far wing, on his toes, takes the ball.
Snapped it up very quickly.
Yeah. And it appears that some of the Leeds Uni guys were offside, so the referees pulled the kick back. Sam Brady leading the pack today. Believes his forwards can do another job. Not for the kick to the 22. And they'll look to drive from here again. A great ball to the tail there. And there we go again with that dangerous drive from Leeds Beckett's. Max Green there will be at the back, screen them to move forward. Again, another one to watch out for from the Carnegie Academy.
Once they've got them in that scrum as well, they're really pushing for it, aren't they?
Yeah, Leeds Uni are doing as best as they can to get rounds going in ones and twos, but they need to drive. They need to drive as a pack and stop this maul at source.
Yeah.
Some ill discipline there by Leeds Uni players, straight in at the side when it's gone to ground.
Do you find as well that there's a lot of like loitering about, that some of the back players don't really know what's going on at the front, or do you think at all times they're aware of what's sort of happening down that end?
No, sometimes it can look a mess, but actually sort of the Leeds Beckett side especially play a very, very structured game. The forwards know what they have to do. They've got a combination of various line-outs.
Do you think that they come onto the pitch with...
And you can see from just one of those variational line-outs they've scored.
Yeah.
There's number 6, Luke Painter, nicknamed the Decorator. His second varsity, 19 years old and weighing in at a big old 110 kilos. And at 6'4", he's an absolute monster.
Bringing the score to Leeds Beckett 12, University of Leeds 3.
Cargo stepping up with his trusty left foot once again.
Unioval waiting. Oh!
Unlucky again.
Very unlucky. Just missed it. I was saying before, do they come onto the pitch with a structure of what they're gonna play like, or have they got a formation that they think they're gonna do? Or?
Yeah, they'll be looking and watching the weather for sort of the week beforehand. We'll be watching it carefully every day.
Yeah, well, it's all right today.
Yeah, this year's normally it's absolutely lashing it down at Varsity, so the gods are looking down on Varsity today. The track's nice and dry, so you know Leeds Beckett will be wanting to play a very structured game.
Yeah.
They'll be looking to go wide, get the forwards around the corner, coming backwards, and then let the backs expose the gaps.
I guess the weather's a big deal as well, isn't it? It factors into the game massively.
Yeah, if it was raining like it's been the last couple of years, you'd probably see the forwards taking up their jumper more, running sort of harder direct lines.
Making it harder for them.
Yeah, backs coming off on the inside. It's a deep kick off there by Jamie Guy again.
Gets into the crowd.
Will Cargill takes his opportunity to kick it out and touch.
Have the Uni of Leeds and Leeds Beckett, have they both got players that have been on the team previously and are now onto bigger and better things?
Yeah, over the recent years, both clubs have had some fantastic and phenomenal players go through their ranks. I mean, you look at the likes of Leeds Uni, they've produced the likes of Tom Palmer, who now is playing at Gloucester, Callum Clark, who's playing for England and Northampton Saints, and more recently Will Maggi, who's played for sort of the USA and was involved in their under-20s when they were playing in the World Cup. When you look at the likes of Leeds Beckett's, Ben Hooper, Barney Madison, Sam Lockwood, they were all there when I was playing, and now all playing Championship rugby. And then you've got the likes of sort of Scott Armstrong and Phil Swainston, who have played Premiership or are currently playing Premiership, which is a testament to both sort of clubs and their coaching structures.
Yeah.
You know, the university is the best coaching that you'll ever get. You'll never be in a non-professional environment where you get strength and conditioning coaching, nutritional support, alongside the world-class coaching you get from the top coaches.
As well as making friends for life.
Yeah, exactly that. These really are the best days of your rugby life, to be honest. Messy line out there in the corner from Leeds Beckett's. Imagine Tom McGee will be bringing that up in the half-time talk.
It's obviously a lot on the coach as well, isn't it? Obviously, whether to who wins and who doesn't. Yeah. And Tom McGee
is a phenomenal forwards coach, passionate rugby player, played for Scotland A, but when it comes to set piece, so your line out, your scrum, anything in the contact area in the ruck, he thrives on that and thrives on coaching it. And that shows because he's gone from Leeds Beckett's uni to Yorkshire Carnegie to coaching these guys, and again they're scored in the corner, and it's another forwards try.
They are on a roll. 17 to Leeds Beckett, 3 University of Leeds.
Second try for Josh Longson for tonight. 2 varsity caps, 2 tries. I'm sure he'll be happy with those stats. Leeds Uni looking a bit deflated behind the post there.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah, I'm sure Louis Timpany will be relaying some positive messages for the lads, not to worry. It's still a long game to go. It's a varsity fixture after all. 60 minutes left of the game, anything can happen in the next hour.
Yeah. That's the thing, they can't get too comfortable because there's still a long way to go.
And Will Cargill make sure that one goes over.
Yeah.
That brings the score up to Leeds Beckett's 19, University of Leeds 3.
I guess in a way it's fitting, like with the new name Leeds Beckett, they've got the new kit and whatnot. I guess it would be a great achievement for them to win today.
Yeah, Leeds met
as the new Leeds Beckett.
Yeah, Leeds met in the past, have had a thriving sporting culture and have sort of overall won the varsities, but I'm sure they'll want to take that into their new branding of Leeds Beckett and start with winning ways.
Yeah.
First real opportunity here for Leeds Uni to exert some pressure. See how the Leeds Beckett stand up to this defensively. It's a great line out there by Leeds Uni. Very long in that drive, trying to look for security at the back. They rumble forward. Referee awards a try. You can't say anything, but that was well deserved.
Yeah.
Leeds Beckett slow off the floor. Possibly could have put a man in the air. It was fantastic height from Leeds University in the air. And they go over in the corner to score.
Bringing the score up now to Uni of Leeds 8, Leeds Beckett 19. obviously give them a little bit more of a positive vibe that they've got a few more points now.
Yeah, all they've done is build on mistakes. And Leeds University are a team where if you make a mistake, they'll take that opportunity and build on it. If you go back to sort of 2010, 2011, Leeds Met had majority of the possession, but actually Leeds Uni capitalised on all the mistakes and all the pressure that they put on Leeds Met, and they ran out Varsity winners. At the end of the day, you can have as much ball as you want, but if you capitalise on mistakes, you can see points.
We've got some of the replacements coming on down the side, or?
Yeah, the guys will be warming up. Both units of subs like to warm up as an entire group, making sure they're keeping warm in case they need to come on.
Yeah.
Great thing about substitutes in rugby now, it's all rolling subs, so you need to be warm all the time in case one of the guys injures you straight on.
Yeah.
Bit of confusion by Leeds Uni at the catch there. Pass back into the 22.
More cargo running for it now.
Managed to exert some pressure and break through running forward. Leeds Beckett's on the back foot here.
It's Tom Moncore right there in the middle.
Great tackle there by Ali Johnston. This is exactly what we mean by Leeds Uni will look to play from anywhere. They've not got the numbers out wide, but they'll look to play regardless. Downside, they're in ones and twos. As you can see there, number 6, Louis Timpany, their captain, just going in by himself.
Yeah.
And Jamie
going down.
And Jamie Guy's forced to kick because there's nothing else left to do.
Is that number 13, Lewis Jones? Is he going off?
Yeah, it looks like he's got a blood injury there, so
to his head.
They'll have somebody come back on for him. It's a clean line out there by Leeds Beckett's. Jack Ramshaw there crashing it up at the forwards. Gives Will Cargill plenty of time to kick exit, but it's a great chase down there. The referee awards a penalty. Tackler not releasing on the line. Got to be careful in this red zone.
Yeah.
Give away too many penalties. The referee will only have one option. He'll go through his pocket, and the guys will be spending 10 minutes in the sin bin. Again, an example. Turn off for 2 minutes, make a mistake. They'll capitalise on this.
Yeah. Obviously, Uni of Leeds here really pushing for it.
Driving forward. They're over the line. The referee can't see the ball, but it's deemed held up. Some good defence there by Leeds Beckett's. They need to kill that drive at source though. Stop the movement. Huge scrum here for Leeds Beckett's. They've dominated the scrum all game. They're in their 5 metre line. Pressure's on.
Especially in this area.
Great scrum there from the Leeds Met pack. And rightly win the penalty. That front row of Saad Sayed, Josh Goretrick and Sam Rodman. They've played together for the last 3 years. They've got a bond, they've got a partnership.
Yeah.
They're unmovable.
Do you think that when there is bonds within the team, do you think that other members think that's a good thing, or?
Yeah, it makes a massive difference, especially when you're playing games. You give each other little signals.
Yeah. You know how each other plays.
Yeah, any issues you can correct it there and then. I mean, Josh who's hooking, he's been in the Leeds Met pack now for sort of 4 years at hooker, and he's pretty much cemented his place there.
And as well, I guess the older ones with more experience, they can pass that down then onto the newer players.
Yeah, exactly that, and that's what Josh will be doing. Small messages, all positive through the pitch. Some great line running there by Ali Johnson. But his Sonny Bill Williams' pass out the back door just didn't quite come off.
Do you think that obviously it's a hard job being a ref anyway, trying to call what's what and whatnot? But do you think that the ref for today he's been doing it fairly?
Yeah, to be fair, the refs had a good game. I think the difference between this game and sort of the Bucks games, you'll notice there's a team of 3. When you're playing Bucks games, you normally only have a referee, so things that they break down aren't always watched. You can use that to your advantage. But with a team of 3, they're absolutely on the ball. Slight knock-ons, any foul play, they're really, really on the ball.
Yeah.
And I know the RFU this year are really, really coming down on sort of any back shot, any dangerous tackles. So any foul play like that, and we'll see red card straight away.
And that's off then, whole game done.
Yeah, that's off for the whole game.
Which for them is not worth it.
No, it's not what they want, and they don't want a ban going into the Bucks season. Bucks starts next week, and the last thing you want is to be facing, a 2 or 3 week, even longer ban.
And I guess as well, it's their reputation, isn't it? They don't want to be constantly getting reds and yellows.
No, exactly not. And when you have too many, the RFU step in and you can get an even lengthier ban.
Do you think that the team of 3 officiating the game will make a difference in how either side plays?
Yeah, I do think it will. Leeds Uni finished sort of bottom of the league last year, and we're sort of unlucky in the way they did that because they are a very, very good team. A lot of their scores were sort of very close. Saying that, although Leeds Beckett's won the league and was the first time they did it, they didn't have the perfect season.
No.
A couple of games where they lost by marginal points that played in the back of the head. But I think the difference between the two teams, Leeds Beckett used those minor losses and turned them into a positive, had a successful cup run and went to Twickenham. But Leeds Uni have recruited well this year. I'm sure they'll do fantastically well this year. We'll be looking to sort of cement their place at least in mid-table.
Yeah.
Have a clearance kick there from Jamie Guy.
You know, when there's not free time, but when they're all sort of walking around waiting for the ball to come back on the pitch, do you think that they do sort of talk over what's happened? They say what they're going to do next?
Yeah, each sort of your forwards and your backs, there's a leadership squad. So your backs have leaders, your forwards have leaders. But to be honest, every player is a leader here. So every time there's any free play, they'll be looking to make some calming messages, any changes to running lines. Some great defence there by Leeds Uni, forcing an error from a big hit in the midfield.
I mean, there's 5 minutes left to go of first half. Uni of Leeds are on 10, Leeds Beckett 19. It's only a 9-point difference.
9 points is a small margin, 2 scores and the game changes, and one team is either very far in front or one team is marginally in front. So
it's on par, sort of.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Yeah. And I'm sure Will Cargill will be trying to get the boys to go forward to try and get another score before half-time. An unfortunate error there by a Leeds Uni player there, kicking it out on the full, brings the line out back. With 5 minutes to go, it gives Leeds Beckett possession again.
Is that number 2, Sam Rodman, throwing that out?
Josh Greatrix at number 2.
Number 3, Sam Rodham.
Correct. Aptly nicknamed Man Bear Pig, proved to be a massive hit in the gym and is lifting some very, very, very big weights this year, which is probably why his scrummaging is so good.
Yeah.
Leeds uni scrum half looks to go quick, but he is stopped in his tracks by Ali Johnson with a great hit, slowing the ball down. Gives chance for the Leeds Beckett defence to take a step back, play heads up, see what's going on, nominate their man.
Leeds Beckett are showing good defence.
Yeah, showing great defence. Leeds uni should have gone wide there though. They had the overlap. They've not used it. They've not
run right into it.
Yeah, they've not noticed it is there. They need to play their heads up. It's given Jamie Guy no option but to kick to touch there. Bit of wasted possession really. It's a poor line out from Leeds Beckett's there. Leeds uni showing they get up and go forward that they've got.
Yeah, pushing through.
Leeds Beckett slowing it down here. Going one out runners, which does not work, and the ball spilled loose there.
Desperately trying to get it back this end.
A score from either side at this point in the game before half-time will be a huge statement of how the rest of the game will be set out.
Maybe even a decider, possibly.
Yeah, mentally, definitely. And a drop goal there from Jamie Guy.
Making the score 13 to University of Leeds, and Leeds Beckett 19 with just 2 minutes left to go first half.
It's a right decision there from Jamie. Leeds uni have got great get up and go forward, but Leeds Beckett's defensively are quite sound at the minute when they are playing heads up and tackling. Jamie Guy decides, sit back, take the 3 points. There's a great drop goal right in front of the sticks.
Now leaving them 6 points in between.
Converted score now, and Leeds uni are in front. Cargill puts it deep. Leeds uni looking to exit.
Firm catch from Johnny Sykes.
On to Trimble, who's back on, who went off as a blood replacement. Great turn of speed around the corner. Nice chip. Hawked in the face of a Leeds uni player, but bounced back off of him. Line out to Leeds uni. Max Trimble there, unlucky to miss out last year through injury in not only the varsity but also the Buck squad, and a number of injuries for both sides. Leeds Beckett's missing the likes of Luke Peters and Jared Williams, both who are absolute animals on the pitch. Liam Edwards, second row talisman, would have been his third varsity. He's been involved with Yorkshire Carnegie. He had a very good pre-season, and as such is playing for their first team in the championship.
32 seconds left to spare, first half.
Some poor hands there by Guy Borrowdale. He'll be angry, puts out on the full, but they'll come back.
Do they keep an eye on the time when they're playing, or is it just completely gone?
No, they'll definitely be keeping an eye on the time. I mean, the time that's on the scoreboard and on the referee's watch is two totally different things. The referee would have had stoppages in play for injury and whatnot. So Will would have been asking sort of how long's left to the referee to then plan out any phases of play going forward.
Yeah.
Leeds uni know they want to score and will keep going forward. Leeds Beckett's even will be looking to sort of sit back, kick the ball out so they can go back in, regroup and start again for the second half.
Yeah.
Some bad first up tackling there by Guy Borrowdale again. But they've won the penalty. Easy decision for Will Cargill.
Yeah.
He'll kick it out. And we shouldn't be far off from half time.
That's it, that's half time. The score, University of Leeds 13, Leeds Beckett 19. I'm going to pass you now on to Joe Taylor to do some summarising of half time.